I'm going to mention three simple words, and I want you to think about these three simple words when you're setting up a lifetime trust with your estate planning attorney. Ready? Here they are: in or out. So you're going to think about in or out in two different ways. The first is with your gross estate. Do you want the trust property in, included, or out, excluded from your gross estate according to the Internal Revenue Code? With a revocable trust, the trust property will be included in your gross estate. And typically, when you're doing that, you want the trust property to have a potential step up in basis. But with an irrevocable trust, you have to think a little bit more. What do you want? Do you want the trust property included in your gross estate or excluded? And again, for included, you're looking for that potential step up in basis. For excluded, it's typically because you're trying to use your estate tax exemptions now, and you want to make sure you have completed gifts to the trust and that you're not retaining any rights or incidents of ownership or benefits from the trust property in a way that the Internal Revenue Code would say, aha, we're bringing that trust property back into your gross estate. Again, you have to determine what you want, in or out. Now, the second way I want you to think about in or out is with income taxes. Do you want the income, gains, losses, credits, deductions to pass through your personal income tax returns or out? And if it's out, it's through the trust itself. The trust has its own tax ID number, and the trust files its own tax returns, and everything is run through and captured within the trust. So everything is to be determined with your estate planning attorney. You're thinking about in or out in regard to gross estate and in regard to income taxes. And of course, there's so much more to think about. One thing I do want to mention is that trust protector that I brought up in a prior video, because if you put a trust protector in either a revocable trust or an irrevocable trust, some changes can be made if that's deemed desired and appropriate at the time. So this is Ruth George with Ruth P. George Law, PLLC, Trust and Estate Attorney. This video is for educational purposes only. It does not establish an attorney-client relationship. And I hope to see you on another video.